Punch, Ultimate Debate League, St. Patty's Massacre card. I'll be the host, iXclusive said. Debater to my left, Jigga, introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's Jigga, man, repping Palm Beach County, Florida, man. Shout out Messiah's Cartel. Follow the Twitter, subscribe to Punch Ultimate Debate League on the YouTube. Let's get it.
Debater to my right, Hemi, introduce yourself.
Man, it's top tier Hemi, man. Y'all just heard that nigga obituary. Here to put on wherever this nigga from.
All right. Heads or tails, Jigga?
I got Godhead.
Hey, you. It's heads. What you want to do?
Hemi could go first. Hemi going first.
All right. The topic tonight, Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. Hemi, Punch.
Okay, so this is the reason why Nickelodeon is better than Cartoon Network. Now, my first angle, I'm finna go with the content creator route. Nickelodeon has been around for 39 years. They gave us different shit as far as variety shows like Nick Cannon show, The Amanda Show, all that, Keenan and Kel. Then they gave us shit like My Brother and Me. They also gave us shit like kid shows like Gullah Gullah Island, Dora, Little Bill, Blue's Clues, what else? Little Bear, shit like that. And also, they're the first people to start emojis. Face was an emoji. To be honest, if you really think about it, go back. Face was just a little face that was on the back of a different color screen, all different type of stuff. Face used to do all different type of stuff. He was an emoji, but they got stuff like that. Oh, they also if you're a parent, they got Nick at Night for people like so. If you got a type content, they got Nick at Night for you. So you can they had stuff like Fresh Prince, The Cosby Show, George Lopez, all type of stuff on Nick at Night. So,
all right, time. Jigga, bottom of the first, Punch.
I said, hey, yo, what's my motherfucking name? It's Jigga, nigga. Out the gate. You said Nickelodeon. Let's take it back to original, Hemi. When they first came out in 1977, they was originally known as Pinwheel, a CBS Kids type of platform where they had little Sesame Street type of shows before they got bought out by Warner and it became Nickelodeon in 1979. But let's skip to all the way till 1992 because that's when Cartoon Network came out. That's what I'm punching for. And my first angle is that Cartoon Network was better throughout all eras since it first came out. Cartoon Network was the first 24-hour single genre channel with animations as its main theme. And when it first came out in the 90s, you got Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Johnny Quest. Then you got the middle to late 90s. You got Powerpuff Girls, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's Laboratory, Ed and Eddie, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken. This is when Cartoon Network really started to cook. And then you got Toonami dropping in the late 90s as well. Cartoon Network provided stronger original programming since it came out, even if Nickelodeon had more shows and all that. Bring it to the 2000s. Cartoon Network had Billy and Mandy, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Totally Spies, Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, Codename Kids Next Doors. These were some of the great shows right here. That's when it was really cooking it on fire. Then you got, not even Toonami, but this one, Adult Swim dropped in the early 2000s. Now let's keep going. In the mid to late 2000s, you got Camp Lazlo, My Gym Partner's a Monkey, Ben 10. These shows is where it's at. And then that's when Family Guy and Boondocks just came out, American Dad. That's when all the other things about Cartoon Network really start picking up what she does into the 2010s. When you got the Gumball, the regular show, the Steven Universe. They even brought Toonami back. Nickelodeon was a better channel in the beginning. If you want to say that, that's cool. But hear me? I ain't hear you talk about the beginning of Nickelodeon. Next round, I don't want to hear no bullshit. You better come with facts. This round one. After this next one, you ain't coming back. Time.
Ooh.
Hey, top of the second, hear me, Punch.
This nigga trying to tell me some shit about my channel. Nigga, pay attention to your shit. Nigga, I don't need you to tell me shit about my channel. Hey, you was telling me all type of facts, but if I'm a kid, why the fuck would I watch Cartoon Network? Nickelodeon had more relatable content. So if y'all got all this super duper ass shit, I can relate to Ed and Eddie, but I can relate to the Rugrats thinking about doing all this extra shit. Imagine if I was grown and doing grown shit as a kid. Yeah, I could relate to doing shit like that. I could relate to motherfucking Keenan. They were doing on Keenan and Kel, motherfucker all out, eating school shit, like just doing some crazy shit as a kid. I could relate to shit like that. They got a whole lot of crazy ass shit like Ed and Eddie. Niggas was on missions for jawbreakers. I never did that. If I had money, nigga, I went to the store. Fuck that. What you talking about? We're no fucking mission. Motherfuckers got You talking about some boondocks and shit like that? Yeah, like that shit is fire. It's fire for the future and shit like that. But that shit ain't that content ain't relatable. That shit is just made up. Cartoons are just cartoons. They got shit that you can relate to. That shit hit home. See what I'm saying? The fucking Cosby shows, motherfucker. Y'all talking about Nick at Night ass? What you talking about? When it's late at night, when you can't go to sleep, you got on fucking Nickelodeon. Cause I don't know about y'all. At night, my parents didn't used to just let us do anything. So and I just couldn't watch anything. So at that time, they used to set a motherfucking timer on and have us watch certain shit. We couldn't watch nothing but Nickelodeon and shit like George Lopez and shit like motherfucking Bill Cosby. That shit powerful at nighttime. You getting a message at nighttime right before you go to sleep. Motherfuckers seeing what real parents look like if you never had real parents at home. Tom.
All right, bottom of the second, Jigga punch.
All right, we finna do it like this. You say you need stuff that you can relate to. Let's talk about the stuff you can relate to, which leads me to my second angle. That Cartoon Network has way better other paid programming blocks or spin-offs or whatever you want to add to it than Nickelodeon. Cartoon Network, they had Cartoon Fridays. I know you remember that. You was tuned in for that. You had Toonami. I know you was watching Toonami. You got Adult Swim, and then they even had Boomerang. Let's start with Boomerang. Came out in 92 when the channel first dropped too. Boomerang used to be a program block where they just had certain channels under the name Boomerang. But then it got so powerful they created its own channel that don't only play shows on Cartoon Network, but that play other shows as well. Boomerang is one great channel. It's better than most of those other channels that Nickelodeon got. Teen Nick Jr. That's better than all that stuff, and it's been on longer, and they play better shows than that. Now let's move on to Adult Swim. In 2001, when Adult Swim dropped, you can't tell me that Nick at Night is better than Adult Swim. I'm not having that. Yeah, you can have your little sitcoms, Family Matters, George Lopez Falls, but I'm a youngin'. And when I was growing up in middle school, Adult Swim was a thing to watch. I'm watching Family Guy, Boondocks, Robot Chicken, American Dad, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Black Dynamite, Assy McGee, even Harvey Birdman. I'm watching all that. And even in Toonami. Don't even get me started with these anime heads, bro. All these comment dudes love anime, and that's because Toonami. Dropping stuff like Thundercats, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. You have a whole clan of dudes, straight anime dudes, from one little thing from Cartoon Network called Toonami. I'm not even having that. You can't even give me that, Hemi, bro. And you want to talk about all that, this and that. All right, that's cool. But if you really know something about Nickelodeon, all that stuff was created by the same dude, Dan Schneider. He created all that. Kenan and Kel, Amanda Show, iCarly, and Drake and Josh. And then once they parted ways with him, and I want to say like 2008, 2009, if I remember correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you know your facts. That's when Nickelodeon really started to go down. Like I said, Hemi, you down 2-0.
And time. All right, top of the third. Y'all know the situation. Hemi, punch.
Real monsters. Are you afraid of the dark? Legend of the Hidden Temples, The Backyardigans, The Amanda Show, Angry Beavers, Kenan and Kel, All Life, Doug, Rocket Power, fucking Blaze, the monster truck shit, Ned's Declassified, Ren and Stimpy, Rocco's Modern World, Cat Dog, Ninja Turtles, fucking Hey Arnold, Jimmy Neutron, Zoe 101, Danny Phantom, Sam and Cat, Fairly Odd Parents, Paw Patrol, Game Sneakers, Drake and Josh, Nick, Ricky, Dickie, and Don, Big Time Rush, The Thunderman, iCarly, Victorious, The Loud House, Henry Danger, SpongeBob, fucking SpongeBob, my nigga,
Time, Jigga, punch.
All right, we finna do it like this. I grew up watching both channels, but Cartoon Network is definitely the better channel since it dropped. It'll both appeal to kids and adults. They have more creative shows, and they tend to promote most of their own original shows. Now, you want to talk about SpongeBob? Let's talk about how they ran SpongeBob into the ground, my G. They oversaturated SpongeBob, and they stopped letting the other shows get shine. Instead of that, you got shows like Edgar and Ellen, Fanboy and Chum Chum, The Mighty Bee, a bunch of shows that flopped because they wanted to push SpongeBob. Did the same thing with Fairly Odd Parents, but with Fairly Odd Parents, they didn't even oversaturate it. They just extended it too long, doing a bunch of stuff that they didn't even want to do. Nowadays, Nickelodeon shows is translating like milk. It's too much competition out here for Nickelodeon to be trying to keep up. Back in the days in the 90s, it wasn't a lot of channels. There wasn't no internet. Niggas wasn't streaming stuff. But now you got Netflix, other stuff on the internet, and you got other networks like Boomerang, Cartoon Network, Disney, and all other stuff like that, bro. Nickelodeon is out of here. Time, man.
Hemi,
so, I'm gonna ask you a question, Jigga, and I want you to reply. As such, okay. So, Jigga, can you name one show that's bigger than SpongeBob from Cartoon Network?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Jigga, punch.
Hemi, you got me in my bag. This is some of my best work. You got me mad. Now I gotta let the text squirt. You thinking Nickelodeon better than Cartoon Network. You came in this battle thinking you gonna win, punching for Team Nick and Nick at Night. Brother, those aren't even better than Adult Swim. You're post-in. Now you in the casket. I had to kill somebody. You wanted to punch on the topic, and you didn't even want to take the side that got Toonami? Hemi, you sloppy. Time.
Hey, yo! Hey! Hear me! Hey, punch! Hey, hear me. I don't know why you laugh. Your ass get 30 right now. You get 30 bad.
Yeah, I said it. 30, man. I said it. 30.
Hey, shout out to Jigga, that was powerful. That was creative, bro.
Hey, Timmy, what's up?
Hey, bro, listen, bro, that shit was creative. Bro.
All right, Tom. Hey, I'm going over right to the ringside analyst right now. They hate Seuss Top Tier Podcast. Let me know what y'all got in this battle.
All right, yo. So, yeah, that was a really good battle. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. You on? You good? You and Top Tier, y'all both live.
All right. Well, I'm not even gonna say it was a really good battle. It was a really great performance from Jigga. Hemi didn't really come out with good energy in the first round, and Jigga just rebutted pretty much a lot of what Hemi said throughout every round. But in the first round, Hemi said that Nickelodeon was up for 39 years with Nick Cannon, all of that, Kenan and Nickel, Dora, Little Bill, Blue's Clues, and that they had Nick at Night with the Cosby Show and George Lopez. But Jigga, man, that first round was crazy. He said that they were the first single genre channel with producing animations, and he said a lot of things that I didn't even I wasn't even able to write down because he was just snapping with facts back to back. Cited Powerpuff Girls, the Ed, Edd and Eddy, the Eddie Bravo. He breaks it down from the 90s to the 2000s to the late 2000s, and then he wasn't finished. He brought up the 2010s. He brought up so many shows within that span, from the Boondocks to Billy and Mandy, that it was ridiculous. I had that as a couple knockdowns with Jigga 10-7 in the first round. Round two, Hemi, he brought more energy. He took the angle that you can relate to more shows with Nick on Nick with Rugrats though, and I don't feel like the angle was really hidden. He said that he brought up Nick at Night again, and it was slowing down, but then he brought it back up and said that it was powerful at night. So it was a pretty good round. But then Jigga again, he says that that they had Cartoon Fridays. Toonami, Boomerang. He said that Boomerang was so powerful, it had its own network. He brought up Adult Swim. He said they had a bigger palette that included anime, so I had that as a knockdown 10-8. Jigga 10-8. It's a 2-0 clear at this point, in my opinion. And round three, he says that Hemi says that Nickelodeon. He like names a lot of shows, right? But it doesn't really deliver. He doesn't really deliver a point until he brings up SpongeBob. But that's all he said. And then Jigga rebuttals with SpongeBob, says they ran the show into the ground and brought a bunch of flops that came because of SpongeBob. Then Hemi cuts out, but asks him if there's a bigger show than SpongeBob. And this is where I feel like it kind of hurt Jigga in the third round, where he actually says no. He shouldn't have responded to that. But he freestyles, and that was fire. I thought it was fire. Hemi again, just. It's a 3-0 clear. It's a body. It was really good from Jigga. Shout out to both of y'all though, but good job, yo. Good battle.
Dope. Appreciate that, De Jesus. Top tier. How did you call this battle and your thoughts on the battle?
All right, man. This shit was super one-sided. I did not expect this. Shit. First of all, it was underwhelming performance from Hemi and a more evolved performance from Jigga since his last performance. One stepped up and one stepped down. I thought in the first round, Hemi started off shaky as fuck, stumbling a whole bunch of like when in regards to naming the shows that he's supposed to be punching with, which was just sloppy. He just came across really unprepared. I was shocked at that. Jigga just countered everything he said with just he was fluid. He sounded well prepared. The first round was clear 1-0, no debate. I noticed him turned up because in the second round when I guess Jigga was kind of trying to tell him about his own network, and he was like, yo, no, punch on your network, don't be over here. So he kind of upped his energy. I was kind of like, okay, this is the Hemi that, people be talking about. This is the guy we came to see. Then he kind of got into an angle about Rugrats and about Nickelodeon being more relatable, which I can understand, but he just didn't drive the point home. So it was like a good angle, but poor execution. And then Jigga kind of flipped that on him, got him out of there. And then when it came to the third, Hemi just kind of just reeled off a whole bunch of names, although he ended it well with SpongeBob. And I thought when he asked Jigga, yo, do you know any shows bigger? And when Jigga said, nah, I thought that was dope that Jigga said that, but I disagree with De Jesus because it kind of takes whatever fuel to the fire that Hemi was going to say after that and just like dead it. Like, yeah, it's a big show, but I'm about to give you these fucking bars and just hit this nigga with some Nasir Jones type shit. And he obliterated this man and forced him to just jersey his next opening round, his next minute or so. He was floating on this nigga in the third. I don't know what happened. I don't know who told him to write that shit. That shit was creative. This nigga was rhyming with Toonami and Tsunami. That nigga different. 30, smooth 30. KFC shit, 30 piece.
Dope. Well, I appreciate that top tier. Appreciate that De Jesus. That was Hemi versus Jigga. Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. This is Punch Ultimate Debate League. St. Patty's Massacre. Go follow Punch right now on Twitter @PunchUDL. And we'll be back with our next bout shortly. Punch.